Hello class, this week's content is based on linear lines and I'll be going over the practice set to give you an insight about how to approach these problems. There are in total of 20 problems. We'll start from the beginning. So the first problem is complete the three ordered paired solution of the equation. So in order to begin with this problem, you are already provided with an equation y is equals to 4x plus 9. First of all, understand when we write a number 3 followed by a blank, it means that we know the x value. We are trying to find what would be the value for y. So in the equation given to us as y is equals to 4x, which means 4 times 3 plus 9. We'll solve that. We will be able to find what would be the value of y given that we know what the x is. That comes out to be 21 for us. Similarly, we'll repeat it for the second one. So 4 times 0 plus 9, which gives us just the 9. The last one would be 4 times of negative 4 plus 9. Take a minute, do your calculation. Let's see what you have. Do you get negative 7? Perfect. So this is all about how do you solve the first problem in your assignment. Moving to the next one. It's the same problem, so I request you to do it on your own. Let's talk about the third one. This problem is a little different, but it's still talking about an equation given to you. And the question is saying, can you solve for y in terms of x? Now, how do we do that? For us, we know the equation is x minus 3y equals 6. Subtract x both sides. Why are we doing it? We need x on one side, we need y on the other side. So we have negative 3y equals 6 minus x. Now divide both sides by negative 3. I have y is equals to 6 minus x divided by negative 3. You can choose to leave your answer this way, or you can convert it as y is equals to x minus 6 divided by 3. Moving to the next one. Number 4 is same. Skipping that. Let's talk about number 5. Write the ordered pair corresponding to point in the illustration. The question is saying focus on the point C only. So if you look at the point C in the graph, you have to only find what is the value of x and what is the value of y corresponding to the point plotted here. So the first is x-axis. X-axis is the horizontal axis. If you look in that direction, x is having a value negative 5 and y is having a value negative 1 for this question. So it goes as negative 5 comma negative 1. Okay, moving to the next one. Okay, so let's talk about number 6 of the problem, which says that plot the point on in the number plane as negative 6 comma negative 4. The first value would be the value of x, second would be the value of y. So negative 6 means on the x-axis, which is the horizontal axis, I need to look for negative 6. And in the y, I need to look for -4, which means I'll have my point somewhere here. Now, this is how we do it on a pen paper. Let me show you how you do it here. So it is all ink that I'm doing. Let's pick the mouse. I have taken a point which should highlight as blue for you. Now you have -6 and -4. When you click, it would appear up as a point, and it would appear up as a point in here. So if we submit that, you should be able to see how to do this question in an interactive graphing tool here. Okay. Okay, let's see the next problem, which is number 7 for us. In this problem, we are asked to draw the graph of the equation x plus y equals 6. Now, this number can change for you, right? You can have a different equation. So, when x plus y is 6, how do we plot that? First of all, can you tell me when x is 0, what would be the value of y? You plug in the value of x in the equation, you get y as 0. Similarly, the second situation I'm taking, I'm saying y is 0. Can you find what is the value of x? X would be 6, right? So I have two different points to plot, and the first point that I have is 0, 6, because x is the first one and then the y one. And the second one would be 6, 0. Now we'll take the cursor, we'll draw these 2 points on the graph and join it using the line. Let's see how to do it. So first one is 0, 6. Let's click on the point. 0, 6 means x is 0, y is 6. Going up here, it should appear as 0.1 here for you. And then x is 6 and y is 0. Now pick up the line and please click on the line which has 2 endpoints as arrows. Now this is one thing which you need to focus. It should be highlighted as blue before you start clicking and joining on these 2 lines. That's it. Let's see. Perfect. This is how you do your problem number 7. I'll clear everything and we will see the next problem. Okay, the next problem is we have to find again the graph of the equation 5x plus 4y equals 20. Now there are different ways of doing this question. I would suggest start by doing a same process for every question. So I have 5x plus 4y equals 20. What I'll do is I'll subtract 5x both sides, so I can write my equation as 4y equals 20 minus 5x. I'll divide both sides by 4, so I have y is equals to. So if I divide both sides by 4, what happens? I have 20 divided by 4 is 5 minus 5 over x, 4 times x. I can rewrite this equation as negative 5 over 4 x plus 5. Now why do I write it in this way? Because generally the equation of a line is y is equals to mx plus b, right? So if I write it in the standard format, it would be much more easier for us to deal with that. In this question, the slope that I have is negative 5 over 4. And the y-intercept, which is b, would be denoted as 5. Now for every question, we try to follow the same process, so follow along. We'll start by picking, first of all, the point from here, and we will be plotting an intercept of 5, which is what the b value is. So I'll plot 5 here. Now as it is a negative slope, which means I have to understand it, the line would be a decreasing line. It would be a downward line, like we are coming down the hill. So negative 5 over 4 means 5 steps down and 4 steps left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 steps down, 4 steps left because the denominator is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Please plot that point. Now you can see I have 2 points. Now I only have to pick the line and join that. So I'll pick the line. It should be blue here with the 2 ends as arrows. Click on them and join it. This is your line, which is the question asking you. Now let's check it up for you. Perfect. Got it? Okay, let's move to the next one. Okay, let's see how to do this question. Start by taking the point again. You can see the equation is y is equals to negative 1 over 4x plus 1. I have the constant as 1, which is y-intercept. I'll plot 1 first. My slope is negative, which means I'll go down. I'll go 1 unit down, 4 units left. So 1 unit down, 1, 2, 3, 4 units left. I have 2 points marked. I'll take the line now, which would be blue in color, and then I'll join them. Let's click it up. Perfect. Let's see the next one. So the question is, find the slope of the line passing through the pair of points negative 3, 1 and 1, 5, right? First one is negative 3, that would be x1. Next one is 1, that would be y1. Next one is 1, we'll call that as x2. And last one is 5, that we will call it as y2. The slope has a formula m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Now y2 has a value 5, y1 has a value 1 divided by x2 has a value 1 minus x1 has a negative value, so we are putting up in parentheses. Okay, so what do you have? 5 minus 1 is 4. 1 minus of minus 3 is again 4, which gives you a slope of 1. That should be how you will approach the problem number 10. Let's scroll and see the next one. It's the same question, so I'm leaving it for you. Okay, I'm skipping number 12. It's the same for you. Let's talk about number 13. It's again the same problem, with the only difference is this time you have the graph of the line given to you. So you have 2 points, negative 3, 5, and the other one is 2, negative 5. We'll apply the same process. This will be called as x1 point, y1 point, x2 point, and y2 point. Apply the formula, which is m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So y2 here goes as negative 5 minus 5, x2 is 2 minus of minus 3. So what do you have? The top is negative of 5, negative 5 is negative 10 over 5, giving you the answer as negative 2. So if you are comfortable, please try these questions. We'll move to the next one. We'll see how to do number 14. It's the same thing, but this time, rather than giving you the points, first of all, you'll have to find the points. So the point in here, we'll have to find the coordinate. So we have it on x is 4 and y is also 4. That's one of the coordinate or the ordered pair. The second one is when the x is negative 3, y is only 1 unit, so 1. Now you can continue as solving number 13. That should be the same way of doing it now. Okay, let's keep on going. Let's explore the next one. That's going to be our number 15 of the problem. This is the one that I'll say is the most easy one, because you have the equation in the standard format. Using this equation, compare it with y is equals to mx plus b. So the number in front of x is the slope. The constant which is independent of x is the b. So if you compare, this is 2x plus b. So what is the slope in here? 2. Okay, let's see the next one. Now, this is a new concept which you will be able to read it in the notes that I'll be providing you. How to determine if the equations are parallel, perpendicular, or neither. So the first one, the equations are parallel if their slopes are equal. So compare the two lines given to you and look for their slope. The first line has a slope of 3. The second line also has a slope of 3, which means the lines are parallel, right? Let me explain you the other concept also. What are perpendicular lines? Perpendicular lines are those in which the slope of two lines when multiplied, m1 is slope of line 1, m2 is slope of line 2, when they are multiplied, the product comes out to be -1. If none of these two things are happening, we'll call it to be neither. Okay? Let's see. Number 17. Now, this is a little different question, so I would suggest let's do it directly on the graph. So the question reads as, draw the graph of the line with the given slope and y-intercept. M is -5, B is 2. Let's start from here by taking some notes. So B is 2 is what I'll start my problem with. Then my slope is -5. It does not have a denominator, so the denominator is 1. -5 means I'll go down 5 units, and a 1 means 1 unit left. So let's see how to do it now on the graph. Let's first of all pick the point because I'll be plotting only 2. So on the y-axis, look for 2. That's point 1. Now go down 5 units. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't click here. Go down 5 units and 1 left. So 1 left. This is where we click and you'll only have 2 points. Now take the line with the line. It should be blue. You click on both the points. It would join them and you will have a beautiful line. If you want to check that, I can show you. Perfect. That's how you do your number 17. Okay, let's clear that and let's see what we have next. Now this is the same question. So let's start directly from the interactive graph. Take the point, go to -3. This is point 1. Now slope is 3/4. It's a positive slope. So you will go 3 units up. 1, 2, 3. Don't click there. 3 units up. Keep your cursor and go 4 units left. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 2 points plotted now. Take the line and just join them. And let's see. Got it? Okay. Let's see the last one. Oh, sorry, second last. The question is number 19. Find the equation of the line with the given slope and intercept. So my slope is -6, intercept is 3. The equation of the line is y is equals to mx plus b. Now take the values and place it. So y equal m is -6, x plus b is 3. So we'll type in exactly this. So let me show you how to type in. So you will write using your keypad y is equals to -6x plus 3 and just submit that. Perfect. Let's see the last question from the practice set. And this is an interesting question, so follow along on the graph. Okay, let's pick that. Let's pick the mouse and let's pick the dot point. We have 2 comma 4. On the x-axis, I'm going 2 unit. That's the first value and 4 units up. That's my 2 comma 4 point. I've plotted my point. Now my slope was 3. I repeated before, if your slope does not have a denominator, make sure you put a denominator. So 3 over 1. So I'll go 3 units up because it's a positive from the point, and I'll go 1 unit down. So let's start that. I'll take a point again. So I have to go 3 units up from the point here. So 1, 2, 3. 3 units up, 1 unit left. I'll mark my second point. Now pick the line, make sure you click on that with the arrows marked, join it. And we can cross check. Perfect. Thank you. This should help you in doing your practice set. But moving forward, I have some more things that I want to show you before we close this session for you. The second thing that I wanted to share is the math practice set module 5. This is a week 5 material. I've given you some notes for each question. There are some questions which are highlighted and they're unsolved. My request is please work on every question given to you and share your feedback about which question is troubling you, which question you are comfortable on. And if you need help, just let me know. Thank you. And I hope you should be able to go through the content.